Got it.
Bienvenidos a Córdoba, al Villa María Open.
Completamente lo vale la pena. El nivel de jugadores que tiene la 1, la verdad que es impresionante, por eso vale la pena. Así que el que no ha venido, le recomiendo venir.
Como aficionado, como nos gusta, la verdad que disfrutamos muchísimo.
Un saludo muy especial para toda la gente de A1 Padel, acá los chicos de Río Cuarto.
La primera vez, mucha ansiedad para conocer lo que es este circuito. Saludo a toda la gente de One Padel y tienen que venir a ver esto, que es un show increíble.
Buenas tardes, Kalimera, Tunaydin, Buon Demoriggio, Bon Dia, Masa Al Khair, welcome and good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to the A1 Padel Cordoba Open right here in Villa Maria in Argentina, a wonderful city in the Cordoba province in Argentina, and a wonderful, rich agricultural and manufacturing center right in the center of Argentina. Why are we here? Certainly not for agriculture. We are here for the final of the A1 Padel Cordoba Open, the second tournament on the 2025 calendar for the A1 Padel Global Tour calendar. And what a final it promises to be. The number 1 seeds versus the number 8 seeds. The giant killers of the tournament so far have been taken out, the number 2 and number 3 seeds. They have Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco taking on Martin Abud and Jose Solano. It is a full house. There is still a queue outside of people waiting to get in. And we're going to our court announcer take us through the introductions of the protagonists, the gladiators of the paddle courts that are about to come on.
Vienen de superar 3-6
Champagne Padel for your enjoyment wherever you are, at home, in the office, in your car, wherever you may be, watching this show either on A1 Padel Global YouTube channel or one of the other media. Disney Plus, ESPN, DAZN, Mediaset España, TV Monaco, La Liga Plus, Marca, or perhaps our www.a1paddleglobal.com website on this platform. There is Jose Solano, rated 101 on the A1 Paddle Global ranking, and
su compañero, figura en el circuito y figura en su país. Juego y explosión son algunas de sus características. Número 6 del escalafón A1 Padel. De Paraguay presentamos al señor Martín
Partner, the number 1 player in Paraguay, the number 6 player on the A1 Paddle Global Tour, talented young man, one of
el coach del binomio, el señor Seu Sánchez.
Martin Abud.
Señoras y señores, presentamos a sus rivales en esta gran final. Vienen de superar 6-0, 6-2 a Maldonado y Pupo en la jornada de ayer. Son los número 1, finalistas en Aguilares, campeones en 2023, 3 títulos conseguidos en 2024. Gastón Alonso es su coach. Señoras y señores, uno de los integrantes del binomio que vamos a presentar, orgullo de su provincia, orgullo de Salta, número 1 en el circuito A1 Padel, el señor Maxi Arce Simón.
A personal favorite of this commentator, people out there, professional, a true role model of the professional behavior on and off court. Maxi Arce,
su compañero, su co-equiper, es de Quilmes, conurbano bonaerense. Ocupa el puesto número 2 en este exitoso binomio. Señoras y señores, le dicen el francotirador. Presentamos al señor Franco Dalbianco.
Of Argentina, number 2 ranked player on the A1 Paddle Global ranking, and Franco Del Bianco is his name. He walked on that for two raucous applause from this sellout crowd.
Gastón Alonso, el coach de este binomio.
Of Cordoba. Yeah, humbling as these players are going to thrive on this big crowd. It's just going to be a real big spectacle. Players there getting their refreshment, electrolytes in that jar of liquid. And the players will step on court right now for the customary team photo. You can see there in the all black, it's pairing of Jose Solano and Martin Abud. The turquoise blue is Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco. They'll soon be joined by the match umpire, and they'll pose for the photographer, and the photographer will no doubt be taking a photo of those big smiles. Here we go. The players have done the toss with the course umpire, Mr. Ezequiel Greco, will be officiating this final, and they'll warm up a regulatory 5-minute period with those new balls. Those new balls, Knox Titaniums. Knox, the official ball provider for the A1 Paddle Global Tour for 2025, having extended their deal from 2024. There is the road to those semi-finals, and you can see there, and particularly what a road for the number 8 seeds, that is Martin Abud and Jose Solano. Started off really slowly in a 3-setter against Juan Gama and Bela Lopez, and taking 3 sets to do that job, 3-6, 7-6, and 2-6. Then went into the last 16, and the hard work started. Pedro Perry and Juan Pablo Andrade just being dispatched 6-3 and 6-2, and then came a facing off with the number 2 seeds Rama Pereira and Juan Pascual impressively 6-1 and 6-2. And then yesterday in the semi-final, the number 3 seeded pairing Amar Goni and Adrian Alemande eliminated in a 3-setter, losing the first set 6-3, proceeded to just brush those number 3 seeds by 6-2 and 6-1. So giant killers, number 2 and 3 seeded teams out of the way here by Martin Abud and Jose Solano. The number 1 seeds, they took a harder route, struggled in the first match, having did a 3-setter to dispatch Jesus Borraques and Adrian Marcadel, but then Santiago Pineda and Daniel Luna dispatched 6-2 and 6-3 in the last 16. Quarterfinals, a tougher match, perhaps not reflected in the score, but 7-6, 6-2 nevertheless to Christian Gutierrez and Miguel Garcia. And then yesterday against Maximo Maldonado and Luciano Pupo in the semifinals, a very impressive 6-love and 6-2. Both teams super deserving of their final spot here in this final here at the center court in the Salón de Deportes de Villa Maria, a beautiful indoor facility. There you have a tail of the tape, some statistics on your screen of the players. And indoor facility it is, but don't be fooled, a slow playing court with a lot of influence by the 67% humidity outside of this facility. A lot of that humidity seeping in despite the air conditioning and the indoor nature. We are at 196 meters of altitude, which of course is supposed to make that ball bounce a little more. So slow court compensating. You're going to see longer points today. It's Gaston Alonso, the coach on the bench of Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco, a young man just starting out his professional coaching career. But what a sterling job he's doing. So as I was saying, a slow court compensating for the altitude. You're going to see longer points than normal, and players struggling to get the ball out of court on kick smashes. It is 24 degrees. The temperature is expected to drop a little bit, but it is 24 degrees outside, and it is a full house, remember that. So despite the air conditioning, a lot of heat within the facility. What's at stake here? Of course, the coveted prize, the coveted trophy for this A1 Padel Cordoba Open, some championship points for the ranking. And there's an interesting fact of Maxi Arce, the sporting ambassador of Salta, which is a province of Argentina where he is from. And what an honor that is for your city where you are from to honor you and make you a sports ambassador. That is Maxi Arce. We told you he's a professional on and off the court. Of course, at stake also here, the larger chunk of the $156,000 prize pool, which is no slouch of prize money. Look at that big head, big view of the inside of this facility. There's a head-to-head. So these two met each other in a head-to-head encounter in the quarterfinals of the Tucumán Open. That was just a week or so ago. In fact, a week and a half ago, with Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco having to work hard to dispatch Martin Abud and Jose Solano, dropping the first set by 3-6, then going away to win it 6-2 and 6-3. Abud and Jose Solano, that was their first match together as a pairing, and they'll be looking to turn that around. They've really gelled throughout this Cordoba tournament, as you heard there, me telling you about the giant killing acts in both the quarterfinals and the semi-finals. So be aware. See a speeded up shot there of this wonderful facility. Refreshment facilities all the way on the bottom center of your screen. The mate is flowing here in this full house right now. You'll see there isn't an empty seat in the house. In fact, some of the seats taken up in between the seats. And what a vibe. What wonderful fans we have here in Villa Maria. Not just the city that raises cattle and has dairies, cement factories, canneries, and textile, and interestingly, a military gunpowder and explosive factory nearby, but also a town that loves their paddle. Dozens of paddle courts around in the city of Villa Maria, and now they are able to experience some of the world's great players right here. If you're wondering where Villa Maria is, just at the northwest limits of the Pampas, along the left bank of the Tercero River, and they are 552 kilometers northwest of Buenos Aires. That helps you from a geographic reference. There's the time on the court. Maxi Arce and Del Bianco have spent 6 hours on the court, 6 hours and 1 minute en route to this final. That is quite a lot of time, probably a little reduced in yesterday's semi-final, where they dispatched their opponents in less, just over an hour. So that was a rather quick game. There's Martin Abud and Solano slightly more, 10 minutes more. Also emphatic victory there in their quarterfinal match against Juan de Pascual and Rama Pereira, also a 6-1 and 6-2 win. So they dropped their time on court. Both teams coming very equally in terms of physical recovery into this team. Favoritism is obvious. It is for Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco. They are the number 1 seeds. They are the crowd favorites. They are also the bookmakers' favorites, but they will be entertaining the crowd. There's one of our Spanish team members, David Pineros, sending some Knox souvenirs into the crowd. And just a little heads up, you can go ahead to our social media, Instagram page in particular, and you look for the post with a big poster, Regalamos, and you can tell us who is going to be the MVP of this final. And up for grabs is a fantastic bag and racket prize. The winner will be announced at the end of the match. Maxi Arce Franco Del Bianco won the toss. Umpire Ezequiel Gregos called time, and Maxi Arce is going to take us away. The first serve, not legal, as he serves to Jose Solano. The return is weak. Maxi Arce punishes, and they're on the board straight away. 15 love. There's the first bajada attempt from Jose Solano, straight into the net. 30 love is the scoreline. Players will try to feel each other out. They are aware of the conditions. They've played here all week, so they will be familiar, but initially they need to get their eye in. The warm-up, of course, helps that, but they will be looking for settling down before too much adventure begins in their play. 40 love is the scoreline. We spoke earlier of new balls. Of course, there's Knox titanium balls being used. They'll be used for the first 9 games in terms of A1 Padel tournament guidelines, and then new balls will be introduced, and subsequently every 11 games. The match format, as usual, as Maxi Arce goes powerfully to Jose Solano and he doesn't return that. They put the first tick on the scoreboard, and there'll be a quick turnaround. In the meantime, that match format, best of 3 sets, with golden points applying on deuce. 6 all. A tiebreaker will be played. A traditional tiebreaker, first to 7, win by 2. So all pretty standard. Golden point, of course, if you're unfamiliar, at deuce, a receiving team will choose who receives the serve, and it'll be a sudden death point, almost like the penalty shootout of the sport of paddle. Love 1, Jose Solano to serve to Maxi Arce. High into the air goes Franco Del Bianco. Maxi Arce looks for the angle, a little overcooked, straight into the fence. 15 love. Down the tee goes Jose Solano. Franco Del Bianco with a return. Abud looks for that corner again with a vibra. Goes again. Del Bianco receiving change of direction from Solano. Now looks for the middle. Del Bianco tries to go behind him. Del Bianco seeing a lot of action early on in this set. There's a bajada. First one that Solano tried earlier on went into the net. The second one stays in. And this time, Arce forces the movement of the backhand there from Abud, who goes into the net. There's that bajada, well defended there. And there's Arce forcing the backhand into the gap. The movement of Abud not certain. Ball goes straight into the net. 15 all. There's the Rulo from Abud, followed by a Bandeja into the corner. Pace having come off. Looks for the middle. Arce in the air. Solano looks for the corner with a little bit more pace. Arce equal to the task. He's thinking, you can keep coming to me all day. One-on-one. I got you. Solano almost reads his mind, changes direction. And excellent play there, intelligent play. Martin Abud to the body of Maxi Arce. The block carrying a little too much lift. And the ball goes out of court. Catching Maxi Arce unbalanced there. And that block, racket angled slightly incorrectly. And the ball up in the air and out of the court. 30-15. Straight down the line, the return from Franco Del Bianco from that Vibora. The parallel shot there. Solano into the net. 30 all. We'll remind you again, of course, all social media, A1 Padel Global or A1 Padel Official. You can look there. That is Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, our YouTube channel, or even LinkedIn, if that is your fancy, and you can go and follow, like, subscribe, whatever is applicable on the channel that you choose to be in touch with the A1 Padel Global Tour. However, on Instagram, a great competition. If you go on there, look for the post that has a poster saying Regalamos, and if you tell us who you think is going to be the MVP of the final, the most valued player of this final, you can stand a chance to win a wonderful A1 Padel racket and bag. There are pictures on the website, and the winner will be announced just after this match. Alternatively, if you're listening to us on YouTube, you can also tell us who you think is going to win this match. Just put it in the comments there. We'll give you a little bit of a shout out. And we're going to give quite a lot of shout outs to some of you who have messaged over the last couple of days, and particularly after yesterday's semi-final. We value your support and your viewership. We'll be giving you some shout outs later on. Franco Del Bianco into the net, and we have the first golden point of the match. It is 40 all. It is juice. And great comeback there from Solano, forcing the golden point. Still a break opportunity here for Arsene Del Bianco. But Solano and Abud will try to hold on to the serve. Not a good thing to be dropping or being broken at the early stage of the game. Franco Del Bianco is elected to receive this. And Franco Del Bianco, unhappy with a flash of one of the cameras from one of the crowds, asked for a break, asked for them to switch off the flash. It is a full house. Umpire Ezequiel Greco will have his hands full, controlling the crowd. With power goes Jose Solano down the line. Well defended Franco Del Bianco. The court is slow, so these power shots have to be super accurate. And that Vibora there from Martin Abud. They hold the serve. Brilliant shot. He knows he's done well. It's an excellent shot there. And catches Franco Del Bianco a little flat-footed on his backhand there. And Abud and Solano hold their serve. And what a time to be holding, not to be broken early on in the game. One game apiece, and Franco Del Bianco will serve. What a treat we have. We have currently the top three puntacos as up until now in this tournament. And we have two players who have got points in those top three, in that top three chart of puntacos on court. One, the Martin Abud as one of them, currently the top puntaco. And Jose Solano also won the number 3 on the chart thus far. Franco Del Bianco going for a little slap down there, misjudges it. Edges with the top of his racket, ball straight into the fence. 15 all. This time Del Bianco into the middle. He goes for the power, gets the kick. Slow court is not a hindrance for the sniper. Buntako punishment. Handed out here by the sniper. Look at that. He leaves it short, gets the kick. And despite the good positioning of Martin Abud, there was no way he was going to be able to jump that high. 30-15 is the scoreline. This time, Franco Del Bianco trying to leave that short, takes the pace off it, but doesn't quite get it right, clips the top of the net. 30 all. You can see the early perspiration. That is the heat. We spoke about 24 degrees outside. It is an air-conditioned facility indoors, but it is a full house, so it's going to be hot. The humidity is high. It does permeate into the facility. It is sitting at 67 degrees right now. And these players are going to perspire. They're going to need to stay very hydrated. It is, of course, summer in the southern hemisphere, or rather spring, autumn is about to begin, but it is still classified as summer, and the score is 40-30. That return left short. Maxi Arce lines himself up, finishes the point emphatically, and it is 2-1. We're going to take a brief commercial break, and when we come back, we'll tell you what's next. And we're back, and what a wonderful commercial break that was. And you saw there a little promo for our upcoming tournaments, and a fantastic tournament advertising for the A1 Padel Adidas Adi Power. And that is a beautiful racket customized for the A1 Padel Global Tour. Adidas and Lock, new technical partners of the A1 Padel Global Tour for 2025. That is a dual exoskeleton bat. Where can you find those? You can visit the a1paddleshop.com website, or if you're in Sevilla, you can pop into the physical store, which is a state-of-the-art, one of its kind stores of paddle equipment in the world. And you'll be able to see that equipment as well as many of the apparel, much of the apparel and many of the equipment that is used by the players on this tour, amongst all the A1 Padel merchandising. So lots to browse through. If you cannot go to the physical store in Sevilla, make sure you visit www.a1paddleshop.com. Really worth a visit. Some well-priced products and some amazing promotions on there. As we talk about those amazing promotions, there's an amazing point building up here. Both Arce and Del Bianco in top defensive mode. Solano and Abud moving, looking to attack, and eventually that goes to the feet of Arce, who can only clip it up. What an incredible point that was. And Abud Solano go 30-15 up. It is the first set. No breaks at all thus far. There was an opportunity earlier on for Arce and Del Bianco in a golden point, but that didn't materialize. So 1-2 is the scoreline. 30-15 Abud Solano. There's the lob from Del Bianco. And that bandeja just bounces off the top of the net. 30 all. Gaston Alonso on screen there, pensive, making notes. He's watching Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco, his charges, very attentively. Very, very promising coach. It's Gaston Alonso, nice young man, thinks about paddle constantly. He has a real modern approach to how the sport should be played, and really has an incredible goal of setting Franco Del Bianco and Maxi Arce back into their 2023 standards after what in their standards was a slowish season in 2024. Franco Del Bianco having only won three tournaments. Of course, Maxi Arce won 4, having played while Franco Del Bianco was injured the Madrid Open with Pablo Lijo and having won that. So a little, despite that being a phenomenal curriculum for the year, a little more subdued than the 2023 tally of 10 tournament wins for both players. That is the standard they are looking to reach again in 2025, and 2 tournaments on the board. Finalists in the first one, Tucumán Open, now finalists once again. They'll want to notch up a little green tick and the winners on their CV for this Cordoba Open. 2 games apiece. Maxi Arce will be serving now. Franco Del Bianco with the power. Well defended there. Martin Abud just gets a touch to it. And Franco Del Bianco this time adds power. Goes straight. Banga, banga, point. 1 for the rewind highlights reel. Look at that. Martin Abud. Excellent recovery. Arce there in position to put it away. And the return from Solano punished by Franco Del Bianco. 30 love is the score now, as Abud tries to go down the parallel. The 6% shot. And he lands in the 94% camp. That is of being unsuccessful when you play those low parallel shots straight off the backhand. 40 love. Arce to Abud. This time it's Solano and Abud on the defensive. That lob there from Solano over carrying into the glass. 3 games to 2. Players going off court. We're going to listen to what the benches have to say. Time, Mr. Alonso and Zeus Sanchez talk to their charges, and we'll come back to you with a follow-up on that.
¿Qué os plantean ellos cuando ustedes están en ataque? Globo alto y se vienen, ¿no? No tienen otra solución. Cuando ustedes están en el ataque, repiten globo. O vamos a entrenar un poquito nosotros con esta boleíta, o si nos repiten globo, nos hablamos. La solución de José espectáculo abajo, y si no, a la cabeza. O vienen los dos. No os van a plantar otra cosa desde el fondo. Tenedlo claro.
Atrás sobre todo nos falta. Claro. Yo el primero. Movilidad en la espalda, en plan, y da volumen.
Vale, vamos.
Y cuando tengamos subir.
Vamos a jugar un poquito más en el siguiente.
Sí, obviamente, sí. Sí. Jugando, no hay apuro, no es la primera y vamos. No hay apuro, laburamos, arriba, abajo, y cuando queda esa bola le camina bien. ¿Está bien? ¿Sí? ¿Vamos con esa? Vamos. Para mí, sí tenemos que quedar así, pues yo tengo que subir más. ¿Entendés? Para que el flaco no tenga... Porque la que nos conviene es que venga o acá, digamos. ¿Entendés? Si llega al revés, el flaco va a esquivar. Si a vos le encanta que él sube, te juega un poco a vos. Claro, por eso, pero yo tengo que ir a aprovechar e intentar un buen globo para ir.
Con primero y con volea, ¿vale? No tiene otro planteamiento. Vamos a ver. Sí. Suéltate por abajo.
players are back on court. Jose Solano serving. And Coach Zeus telling both Abud and Solano, lob, lob, and lob. Of course, Coach Zeus instrumental in the change of tactic in yesterday's semi-final that saw them overcome Tito Alemany and Aymar Goni halfway through the first, or late on in the first set, or after dropping that first set. Coach Zeus was telling Solano and Abud to make Tito Alemande uncomfortable. He spotted Tito Alemande was carrying an injury, make him uncomfortable, and lob Aymar Goni deeply. If you leave it short, he will punish. They followed the instruction. They came off with a decisive and emphatic victory. And the instruction right now from Zeus Sanchez to Martin Abud and Solano is lob, lob, lob. Keep those two back. And almost as if he was listening to Gaston Alonso was saying, lob, create the area, create the defensive shot, and then attack with aggression. So very much thinking opposing ideas, despite the fact they were not listening to one another. Solano to Maxi Arce, 30 love up. We spoke earlier about these Puntaco charts. And Jose Solano's point is sitting at number 3 on that chart. Currently a drop shot. He's rather good at those drop shots. We haven't seen one yet in this match, but keep your eye out for those drop shots. He tends to do them quite regularly. He's good at them. He does them with strong and very efficient efficacy. Excellent piercing of the gap there from Solano. 40 love as he serves to Franco Del Bianco. We warned you. We just told you about that drop shot. And boom, boom, boom. There it is. Jose Solano with a drop shot. You can watch here. Boom. Look at that. Perfectly done. Perfectly timed. There's the return, is in position at the net. The drop shot is perfect. Look at the reaction of Coach Zeus Sanchez. Pow, pow, pow. And that puts the 3-all on the board. Franco Del Bianco will serve to Solano. There's the bajada, the king of bajadas. Perfectly executed with power. Well defended, Martin Abud. Abud there with a change of direction. A backhand from Arce straight into the net. Love 15. Del Bianco working the angle there with Martin Abud. Goes for the hook shot straight to the feet of Martin Abud, who tries to pick it out. Ball goes straight into the net. 15-all. That the fake smash goes instead for a soft hook shot to the feet of Abud. And Abud in movement tries to pick it out from underneath him. Has to go in behind his legs, straight into the net. Change of direction there from Arce. Well defended from Martin Abud. And this time Abud finds the blind side of Maxi Arce. The ball does clip fortuitously the top of the net. You can see there just a little clip there. Forces the ball to lose a lot of pace. Comes off the glass and dies. Immediately raises his hand in apologies. Not a planned shot, but fortune and luck, very much part of the sport. 15-30. Down the tee goes Abud. There's also a fortuitous bounce off the fence, this time for Arce. And the attempted return from Abud straight into the back glass. 30-all is the scoreline. The match is starting to become tense. This first set, it is 3 games apiece. and it is rather crucial should a break happen at this stage of the game. Both teams will be cautious, and as I say that, Franco Del Bianco is not cautious and goes into the net after a little bit of taka-taka there with Jose Solano. And there is a break opportunity here for Martin Abudo and Jose Solano. The score is 30-40. Del Bianco is serving 2 break point opportunities. Arce Del Bianco will not like what is on the script right now, the proposed variations to the script. Solano with a lob. They're certainly listening to their coach, Zeus Sanchez, and trying to keep both Arce and Del Bianco at the back of the court. A little bit more power there from Arce, straight to the body of Abud, who blocks into the fence. They force the golden point. Still a break opportunity available for Abud and Solano. It is the second golden point of the first set, the first one having gone the way of Abud and Solano. Del Bianco serves down the tee. Solano returns. Del Bianco looks for the corner. Goes again. Arce changes direction, goes into the glass. Second golden point the way of Abud and Solano. A big mistake there from Maxi Arce. Not usual. He looks for the corner, and the ball is misguided straight into the glass. Coach Zeus Sanchez celebrating. He's happy. That's a great outcome. Back on court they go, and Mr. Consistent, Maxi Arce, with the error that allows Martin Abud and Jose Solano to get into a advantageous position in this first set of this final at the A1 Padel Cordoba Open. Martin Abud is serving, and he'll be serving, looking to press an advantage. It's slight, it's just one break, but it is the break that we're looking for. If they can hold their serve together, they'll be going into the final stages of this first set with a lead of 5-3 and looking to just serve it out. That ball came off the glass and just died. Court marshal immediately called back. There's a wet patch on the glass. It is 15-love, Abud and Solano. While the court marshal is hard at work, you saw in the commercial break, the A1 Padel Shop, and what a store that is. If you're in Seville, in Spain, or you tend to visit Seville anytime later in the year, please make sure you pop in. If not, www.a1padelshop.com. That is your go-to web address where you can see exclusive products, exclusive merchandise of the A1 Padel Global Tour, as well as our various technical partners, SW, Adidas, Lock, Homa Padel, Knox, and many others. There's the ruler from Abud. Now the Vibra. Arce looks to send Jose Solano deep into the back. And that lob there of a carry just nicks the bottom end of the glass. And it's 30-15, Abud Solano. You see the reaction from the crowd. Whoa, just the tip, bottom tip of the glass. Of course, these two here, the number 1 seeds, Del Bianco and Arce, both Argentinian. So they, and particular Maxi Arce from not very far away from here in Salta. So this will feel like they're playing at home against a Spanish player and a Paraguayan, both international players. So certainly, as we said earlier on, crowd favorites. 30 all is the scoreline. The lobs are flowing here from Arce and Del Bianco, trying to keep Abud and Solano back. That return is left short. Solano says, thank you very much. Banga, banga, into the ground, onto the glass, and out of the court. Por tres from the right-hand side. Unusual, well executed, and indefensible. Banga, banga, Jose Solano. Vamos, vamos, he says to the crowd. 40-30 is the scoreline. Well blocked there. Maxi Arce looks for the split down the middle. A little fortunate. Clip off the net. There's the ruler from Abud. Tries to recover position. The bajada goes down the middle. Arce blocks into the net. And that is game. 5-3, Abud Solano. And that is not what Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco wanted. Look at that. The fans are perplexed. These are, of course, Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco fans. Maxi Arce will serve 3-5, looking to just stay in the game now in this first set. You look to hold and then break next. Easier said than done. And it's great theory, mathematical theory, of course. There goes the first serve, straight down the middle. He approaches the net with vigor and aggression. Into the ground, back to his side of the court. 15-love. Crowd appreciates the effort. Big round of applause for that one. Bianco with power, well defended. Abud Arce once again goes to the feet, flat down at the net, to the feet of Abud. 30-love. Maxi Arce looks determined to make up for his earlier error. It caused the break. The ball's going to be left short anywhere near the net. He's going to punish it. That return from Solano straight into the back glass. 40-love. And if anything Jose Solano can do, Franco Del Bianco can do. Beautiful drop shot there at an angle right by the net. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see the replay here. Watch Franco Del Bianco. Boop, drop shot, ball bouncing just before the tin. And that is the game. We're going to take a little listen to what the coaches are saying to their charges, and we'll be right back at this very exciting potential end of the first set.
Paralelo un poquito al 4 y ahí Abud roba, no pasa nada. Claro. El flaco igual le cubre bastante cancha. No le cubre hasta el 4, le cubre hasta el 3. ¿Ves? ¿Qué vas a decir?
No, siento que la pelota nos queda cómoda. Sí. No están llegando los globos lo suficientemente atrás. Claro. Como para generarle algo a ellos, de presión, por ejemplo, un globo largo de nosotros y que hagan algo más, ¿vale? Sí.
En ese, mientras tanto, seguimos laburando atrás. O sea, como defensores.
Pero vos decís que para vos, ¿cómo ven los globos? Porque para mí, al margen
al medio 4.
Maravilloso, maravilloso. Exactamente iba a decir lo mismo. Eso es.
Como me vaya toda.
No, claro, además. Tú lo ves, que te voy a explicar. Tú la ves. Tú la ves. Esa es terrible. Manténlo. Señores, concentrados y lo buscamos nosotros. Vamos. Que no me quiten de la red. Así, vamos. No tienen otro planteamiento que tirar luego que yo.
How beautiful is that? Love is in the air right here at the A1 Padel Cordoba Open. And the crowd really excited at what they are watching. It is a full house, as we said before. The capacity of this facility is 1,700 people, and there are 1,721 people through the turnstiles. And what a pleasure it is for these players to play with a full crowd. New ball's been introduced. The score is 5-4. Jose Solano looking to seal up this first set. That's after a first break. First por tres of the game there. Martin Abud, slowly, perfectly executed. Great technique. Ball rising high off that second glass and out of court. 15 love. So Bianco trying his hands on the glass there, trying to destabilize the rhythm of Jose Solano as he serves. Oh, Bianco and Arce will look to break here. It's the only chance of staying in this first set. Jose Solano will have no qualms, will take no prisoners, will entertain no nonsense. He finishes that with power of that weak Del Bianco return. Once again, it's left a little side there this time from Arce. And Jose Solano says, thank you very much. We'll finish that. It is 40 love. He's looking for a set point. He has 3 of them in his pocket already. And he'll be looking to seal out his first set with the next serve. He serves to Franco Del Bianco, does Jose Solano. Changes direction to Arce, low, using the double wall. And it is the first set. Goes the way of Martin Abud and Jose Solano. Are we witnessing one of the great upsets of the 2025 season? Certainly, we saw one last week in the Tucumán Open. Are we to see a second one here at the Cordoba Open?
¿Quién lo define? ¡Grítelo! ¡Párese, Cruz! ¡Grítelo! ¡Grítelo! ¡Puntazo, amigos!
There we have that first set summary. Very, very tight. 26 points won by either team. And there's the difference. The break points won. 1 break for Abud and Solano. And that made the difference. The rest all fairly even. Maximum points 1, 5, and 4. 2 golden points. Huge, huge difference. And that break point made everything different for Abud and Solano. Put their scoring on the board. 6-4, the first set goes their way. And Arce and Del Bianco will be scratching their heads. They will not want a repeat of last week in Tucumán, where they had won the first set 6-1, led 5-1 in the second set, and allowed their opposition to win 7 in a row to take the second set 7-5, and then drop the third set in a shell-shocked manner by 1-6. That was Juan de Pascual and Rama Pereira. They are no longer here. They are out. They went out of this tournament in the quarterfinals. Guess at the hands of who? Martin Abud and Jose Solano. They will not want a repeat of this. These number 1 seeded players, Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco. But 6-4 it is in the first set to the number 8 seeds. And Martin Abud and Jose Solano will have a little bit more peace in their psyche as the second set flows. Del Bianco lines up, goes big, doesn't get the kick. The return is there from Abud. Solano with power, goes cross court, and Abud finishes towards the middle of the court. What a fantastic point that was. The score is 15-all. Franco Del Bianco should know better as he goes here for the portraits. Doesn't get the angle. Ball doesn't kick out of court. It is a slow court. We spoke about this earlier in the match today. There's the gap, opens up. Arce Del Bianco in the respective corners, and a big, wide, gaping Nile-style gap in the middle that Martin Abud takes advantage of. 15-all. Arce with the bajada, well defended. Solano. Solano says, I'll give you 1-2. And there we go, Jose Solano. And who? Just when we thought we're not going to see many glass boasts from people like Cholito Aguirre or Gonzalo Alfonso, we have Jose Solano, and Jose Solano off the glass through the middle gap there, and Franco Del Bianco flat-footed. Puntaco, incredible creative shot there. 30-all. Abud doesn't return the creativity, and the return of serve goes straight into the net. Arce to Solano. What a player this Jose Solano is. Solid, consistent drive player, playing on the right-hand side, and when required, produces that creativity. Taka there at the net. Both teams. There's the bajada. There's the return. Some more taka. The swivel from Del Bianco. And this time, the flick into the ground and out of court. Martin Abud punches the air. Puntaco, banga. Point, another one for the highlights reel. And I think our production team is not going to do a top 3 puntacos for this tournament. They're probably going to do a top 10. What an incredible point. Look at that. Abud finds the corner. The return from Arce, and off the backhand, the wrist flick into the ground. Out of the court, por cuatro, Martin Abud. 30-40, 2 break opportunities here early on in the second set for Abud and Solano. Arce going for power this time. He says enough is enough. Goes with the forehand, goes with the backhand. Look at that look on his face. He doesn't want to drop this. He doesn't want a break given away here, and forces the golden point, the first of the second set. Jose Solano will receive. And Maxi Arce will serve to him. Looking to hold the serve. It is still potentially a break opportunity here for Solano and Abud. It is no longer. And the first golden point of the match and of the set goes the way of Arce and Del Bianco. And they get on the board 1-0. Solano and Abud will know, as Coach Zhu says to them, be calm. They will know that they had to work hard just to hold their serve there. Players will do a quick turnaround, and there's Coach Zhu Sanchez just telling them, no problem. You made them work hard on their serve. It's your turn to serve now. Just keep doing what you're doing. Get back out there. Gaston Alonso digging deep. He has to re-motivate Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco. Try and get them back into this game. And perhaps take the second set and force a third and decisive set. That lob there going right behind Martin Abud. He sends the ball straight back behind Franco Del Bianco. There's the ruler from Martin Abud. He does that so well off the back foot. Solano with that slightly more powerful bandeja to the corner of Arce. There he goes again, clips the top of the net. Arce at full stretch just to manage that return. And then he goes for the drop shot. That's Jose Solano. Puntaco. We warned you, Jose Solano and the drop shots. And he does that one almost reminiscent of a certain Spanish gentleman on a tennis court, not a paddle court, called Carlos Alcaraz. Look at that. Beautifully angled. What a shot that is. Big smile on his face. It is perhaps not the time to be as creative as that, but why not? It's early on in the second set. They have bagged the first set already. And as we praise him and we heap tons of praise on him, he goes for a simple bandeja and goes straight into the net. Commentator's curse in full action. 15 all. Solano to serve to Maxi Arce. And into the net goes Solano there. 30 all. As we go into this, start to delve into the nitty-gritty of the second set. As I said to you earlier before, a lot of our viewers been talking to us after yesterday's semi-final. So we got to give a shout out to all our A1 Padel fans in Turkey, Greece, and Uruguay, Mario Barcello, Senegal, the Senegalese Padel Association, in Ghana, all over Africa, Ivory Coast, Mauritius, Botswana, Cape Town, and Johannesburg, South Africa, and throughout the Middle East, Dubai, Kuwait. Lots of you reaching out, some of our Spanish, and including a A1 Padel global player who is out injured, who has been listening to some of our English commentary, Danny Martinez, and some of our Swedish fans as well. You got to get out there. Let us know if you want to see the A1 Padel Global Tour reach your country, and let us know in comments. Send us some messages. Send emails. Go to a1paddleglobal.com. Interact with us. Send us a message, perhaps via social media, whichever one you prefer. Instagram. Don't forget, there's still a competition running on Instagram. If you go to the post with the poster Regalamos, you can tell us who do you think is going to be the MVP of this final. And up for grabs is a Stan Wawrinka A1 Padel bag and a racket. Great prizes, great quality, beautiful bag that is. You can see pictures of them, and the winner will be announced at the end of this match. The score is now 1-1. Franco Del Bianco will serve. That first serve, not of the legal kind. Solano and Arce going toe-to-toe there. Now changes his focus to Del Bianco. The hook shot there to Maxi Arce. Takes the pace off. Abud is having none of that. He puts the pace on. Goes again, walks across to the middle of the court. Bianco trying to find the gap. And a change of direction there from Martin Abud, clipping the top of the net, flying straight into the fence. 15 love. First set here gone, Abud Solano by 6-4. When these two previously met in Tucumán just over a week ago in the quarterfinals, the first set also went the way of Solano and Abud. by 6 games to 3. They then lost the next two by 6-2 and 6-3. That is the only head-to-head record of these two teams playing each other, and that was just over a week ago at the Tucumán Open here in Argentina. And are we to see a similar replay? Del Bianco going from left to right, unable to finish the point. Abud and Solano not able to finalize either. The point builds, and this time Solano finds the gap. Franco Del Bianco hesitates. Maxi Arce drops the step, and that bajada straight down the middle of the gap. See there, Franco Del Bianco stretches his racket, pulls out, and confuses Maxi Arce, commonly known in social circles of paddle as the divorce line, mainly because both players are indecisive of what to do. 15 all. Del Bianco to Solano. The lob is left short. Del Bianco changes his mind on the power, instead goes for the angle. There's that bajada from Maxi Arce. Well defended Solano. Gets the tin this side of the backhand. Does Mr. Maximiliano Arce. And gets the point. He's looking for the crowd support. Look how well defended that was there from Solano. And there comes that backhand straight into the tin. No chance of defense for any of the two across from him. Arce immediately looks for the response from the crowd. Del Bianco with power. Por tres, straight, accurate. Into glass number 2 and out of court. 40-15. You can see the Maxi Arce, you can hear him. Vamos, vamos. He's motivated. He's trying to get Franco Del Bianco on the same level as him in terms of excitement, in terms of aggression. Solano there using the glass to assist his return, causing difficulties for Maxi Arce. Solano with a taka-taka duel there with Maxi Arce going into the net. And then Del Bianco Arce go 2-1 up. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll take you through the rest of the excitement of this final of the A1 Padel Cordoba Open. There's one of our favorites, the court marshal, washing away, cleaning that glass. Gets wet from perspiration as the players hit and connect with the side glass panels. Very important that they kept dry. The ball slides off them and dies. Players need an even bounce of the ball off that glass. So the unsung heroes of the world of paddle, court marshals, they fetch balls, they clean glass, they brush courts, they make sure that we are able to enjoy paddle of the highest standard, and the highest standard it is. We started here in Cordoba on the 6th of March with 97 teams, and that was in the pre-qualifiers, and the qualifiers. By the 10th of March, that had whittled down to just on 72 teams, plus 25 of the highest rated players in the world joining them in a main brawl of 32. It is now the 17th of March, and we have narrowed it down to 2 teams. And at the end of today, there can only be one, very much in Highlander style. And we will have a winner, of course. The host of those qualifiers, the Villa Libre Padel Center, who is also the host organizers, together with the local promoters Alejandro Mana and Eduardo Piazza of this great tournament. And the center court here, who's been host for the board final draw of the last 32 matches at the Nueva Salón de los Deportes de Villa Maria. And these are the world's best players, the world's best paddle being played by these players, all in search of glory. Of course, this is A1 Paddle, and we love paddle here at A1 Paddle Global Tour. There's the finish. Franco Del Bianco goes for the big hit, locks and loads, goes with firepower, mishits, ball straight into the glass. The disappointment is visible. Look at that. He lines up. He goes for the hit, straight into the glass. He can't believe what he just did. Both Arce and Del Bianco, hands on their heads. Del Bianco drops to the ground. They know what a massive error that is. Open gap in front of them at their mercy. Both Abud and Solano on opposite corners. A gaping gap. And what Franco Del Bianco does day in, day out repeatedly, and he gets it wrong. Unforced error with possibly great and lethal consequences. We hope not. They hope not. And certainly that they can bounce back from that disappointment. Arce going down the line, changes direction, goes back again to the corner of Abud, who defends emphatically, defends again. Martin Abud playing out of his skin. He might not be the MVP of this final, but in my opinion, he's certainly the MVP of this tournament. He has played so well. And as we say that, the commentator's curse kicks in. It goes on the reverse return there on that backhand, and the ball hits this side post of the entrance and out of the court. What a point that was, ladies and gentlemen. Yet another one for the highlights reel. Perhaps not quite a puntaco or a banger, but certainly a point of the highest order. Maxi Arce there celebrating. That meant a lot to them, particularly after that error from Franco Del Bianco. It is 15-30. And psychologically, Arce and Del Bianco will be thinking if they get another point, they get closer to a break, and that is what they need. Del Bianco trying to push Jose Solano back. Jose Solano dangerous at the net. Del Bianco can't get over his head. There's the fake smash from Abud. He might be regretting that. Perhaps he should have added a little bit more power. This time Abud goes with power. Del Bianco blocks well. This point building up. Rally building over 30 interchanges right now. Fortuitous bounce from the Arce Chiquita there. The lob. There's the bajada from Solano. Goes over the head of Del Bianco. Looks for the gap. Arce 1-2. Not able to finish. The lob there from Arce. Stays in. Well over 40 interchanges. The lob from Arce way too high. Patient play, excellent defensive play from both sides. The score is 30-all. What a treat for the crowd. What a treat for the spectators. You're watching paddle of the highest standard. And there, Abud immediately sees that one is going to overcarry, and straight away he starts to celebrate, asking the crowd for applause. The crowd gives it back. provides the applause required. 30 all. Martin Abud serving to Maxi Arce. Bianco forced into the corner there by Abud. That one left a little short, a little bit of backspin on that. Arce tries to find the gap down the middle. Solano and Abud well planted at the net. There's the bajada straight. The block from Del Bianco stays in. There's the corner. Del Bianco and Arce unable to find an offensive option here. Sitting back, defending as far as they keep trying to get Solano and Abud back. Not being successful. Del Bianco there tries to get up close. Forced to retreat immediately by Martin Abud. This time he moves forward. Leaves that one short. Abud with a powerful vibra. Down the middle goes Arce. This time there's power. This time is an opportunity for Arce to attack. He does attack. And the instinct goes into the ground. The crowd goes absolutely wild. We'll give that one a banger status. Maxi Arce finishing with power and strength. We'll see here off this next lob. The ball comes back. It's low and Arce, boom, bang, at the body of Solano. Can't turn fast enough. The kick is strong, comes off the glass with speed, and there's Maxi Arce celebrating. It is just a point, but it's an important one. It creates two break opportunities here for Arce and Del Bianco. Abud serves to Del Bianco. 30-40 is the scoreline. This time Abud with a vibra into the corner. The ball comes off that glass with pace. Del Bianco a little bit flat-footed, can't get a touch on it. It is a golden point. It's still a break opportunity for Arce and Del Bianco. Golden points standings are at 2-1 here. 2 to Abud and Solano, 1 to Arce and Del Bianco. And there's Solano and Abud in deep conversation. Arce receives. The return is a high lob. A hook shot there from Solano. And Arce goes for the middle gap, straight into the net. Second time Maxi Arce has failed with an unforced error at a critical time of the match. The first one he gave away a break. This one he gives away the opportunity to break. Not quite the same, a little different, but both at crucial points of the game. Score is 2-all. No quarter given, and Maxi Arce will serve. Court martial again on court. A lot of defense on that side of the court from Arce and Del Bianco, and lots of bumping into the glass with perspiration. Maxi Arce to Jose Solano. Solano high in the air. Franco Del Bianco goes with the flat hit straight into the corner for Abud. Time Abud gets the kick. Del Bianco runs out of court, back in, and it is Puntaco. Banga, banga. Look at that. Beautifully executed. Martin Abud. Well anticipated. Franco Del Bianco is there. The gap is there. Well timed, hard and low. You can see him there. Well anticipated Franco Del Bianco. And although Solano and Abud are in position at the net, the angle of the ball just takes it beyond them. And Franco Del Bianco, doff your cap, sir. That is excellently done. Brilliantly finished. 15 love. Arce with power, once, twice, once to Abud, once to Solano at the feet. Abud manages to return, Solano gets caught. 30 love. Maxi Arce, impressively and incredibly aggressive, went on serve. Umpire Ezequiel Greco keeping the crowd under control. It is a full out crowd. There is lots of refreshments available. People are standing up, going to get some drinks. The mate is flowing for sure here in Villa Maria. Lots of food stalls, lots of catering cantinas. And a lot of happy campers, a lot of happy fans in here. And there is the drop shot from Maxi Arce. Jose Solano, here's my message. You can give us a drop shot, so can I. That is magnificently executed. Maxi Arce. Whoa, 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 ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Not just a drop shot, but an angled drop shot from the ever consistent Maxi Arce. He already is the king of the bajadas. We could give him a little title there for that drop shot. We want, of course. There's the lob, Solano. And there's the gap found by Maxi Arce into the corner. He sends Martin Abud and seals off the game. 3-2, Arce Del Bianco. We're going to listen to what the benches have to say, and when we come back, we're going to tell you a little bit about the famous people that come from Villa Maria in the province of Cordoba.
Yo necesito que ustedes tengáis claro que es el primer punto y el último. Pasa por una cosa, le habéis tirado una bandeja, un globo a Franco aquí. Ha venido el otro, no la quiere tocar. Ser vivo. Me ha encantado que en el juego anterior al saque, cada vez que habéis podido reiniciar, habéis hecho ping, que habéis iniciado también por Franco. Entonces, sé inteligente. Sé inteligente.
Yo tengo que ser más listo. Se pega mucho. Sí, tío, y tengo que ser más listo y tenemos que realizar. Tu jugada ha sido buenísima cuando la has tirado y la has subido.
Sí, la primera y la última.
Es que nada más que yo tenga la opción, tengo que meterlo allí en la esquina y él, para que él juegue ya con la mano.
Voy la bandeja paralela, pero laburo. Hasta que laburo los francos se queden cortos. ¿Sí? Atentos a cuando los francos vienen de atrás para adelante. Ahí nosotros encerramos bien la cancha cuando hacemos el cerrar o bancar y damos un paso adelante. ¿Sí? Es ahí donde más o menos le encontramos la vuelta. Con cerrar la cancha para adelante. Pero después el resto de defensa es globo a Solano hasta que el flaco se le caiga el hombro.
Pero yo, mira, para mí lo que nos pasó ahora es medio un reflejo de lo que nos pasa a veces, como que logramos, viste, de 30 y 40 lo fundimos y en el 30-40 nos apuramos. En vez de, tenemos que seguir. Exactamente lo mismo.
There's those beautiful trophies that these players are playing for. The finalists' trophies and the winners' trophies. There, oh, look at that drop shot there, Maxi Arce. That is for the highlights reel. That is for the promotional shot. It is so well executed. And certainly one for the Puntaco list. Martin Abud with pain in his face after that drop shot. Solano serving to Arce. 2-3 is the scoreline. Second set. This after the first set having gone the way of Abud and Solano by 6 games to 4. If you've just joined us, my name is Paulo de Carmo. I'll be keeping you company with the English commentary here on the A1 Padel YouTube channel, as well as the other broadcast outlets. Franco Del Bianco with power, the smash down all the way back to his side of the court. The crowd rises. They love to see a big finish like that. Look at that, as high as Martin Abud can jump. He ain't going to reach it, and had he reached it, he would have been all over the net anyway. It would not have counted. Love 15. Abud taking aim there at Franco Del Bianco. There's the bajada from Jose Solano, and the block by Maxi Arce. Angled racket, ball bounces high and out of the court, 15 all. We told you we're going to tell you about the famous people that come from Villa Maria. It is a little town in the northwest of Argentina and very close to the Pampas Mountains, of course. But, of course, great people are born everywhere, and footballers particularly. We have Sebastian Brusco, Albano Bizzarri, and Franco Jara, the inimitable, very famous Argentinian footballer, and of course Mauro Rosales, who was an Olympic gold medal winner with Argentina in 2004. There's the big finish by Solano. It doesn't go through. And Maxi Arce forcing the odd return there from Solano into the fence. And yet another famous person from Villa Maria in Cordoba. And I think in the crowd, she was going to invite it as a VIP. While one of the sponsors is Magali Romitelli. And Magali Romitelli was Miss Argentina in 2006, represented Argentina in the Miss Universe, featuring in the top 20. That block there from Maxi Arce, losing all pace and just merely moving away from his racket. No lift whatsoever to get over the net. The score is 30-40. There are still 2 break opportunities available here for Arce and Del Bianco. They've been here before. They did not take advantage of these opportunities when they had them earlier on in the match. They'll want to turn the clock on that. They'll want to take advantage this time. 30-40. Jose Solano to Franco Del Bianco. Power there from Abud. That ball there hugging the glass. Well dealt with by Maxi Arce. Solano trying to move Arce into the middle of the court. Abud with power. Goes again. Awkward bounce off the fence. Arce covering for Del Bianco. And Del Bianco this time can't get enough room. The ball bounces straight to his body. And well done, Abud Solano, forcing the golden point from being 15-40 down. They forced the golden point. There is still an opportunity of a break. They will be nervous. They won't want to be broken. Abud and Solano. Del Bianco and Arce will rue the opportunities missed. They'll want to keep ahead of it. They're looking for a break. They want to take the second set. They want to force a third and final set. So a break essential at this stage of the game. Solano to Del Bianco once again, who has elected to take the golden point on. Both Abud and Solano keeping the ball away from Maxi Arce. And that lift there from Maxi Arce, clipping the back end of the glass. No break on, 3 games apiece. And you saw the big smile there on Martin Abud's face. He's super happy that that has happened. You can see here, watch, the ball hits the glass. There's the satisfaction in Martin Abud's face. There's the smile. He knows they've got away with murder there. They've literally stolen. They were 15-40 down in that game, and that's got away a little heavily there on Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco's psyche in the match. These two young gentlemen. Of course, Solano, we promised you we'd tell you why Jose Solano is only ranked 101 on the A1 Padel Global Tour, and it is because he's a new addition to the A1 Padel Tour for 2025. So he's only played 2 tournaments. He played in the Tucumán Open, partnering Martin Abud for the very first time, reached the quarterfinals in that tournament, and that quarterfinal was exactly against today's finalists Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco. That was a 3-setter. They won the first set, lost the next 2. So reached the quarterfinals, and here he is in the second. He will not be 101 for very much longer. His ranking will go up, win or lose today. But certainly if they win, the rise will be sharp. Can they win? Why not? They're certainly playing well to win it. They have won the first set 6-4. It is 3-all in the second. They held their serve at a crucial point of the game. Maxi Arce at full stretch. A phenomenal off the glass shot there from, there's some backspin. Del Bianco into the corner. The return you can see at Jose Solano with a beautiful return off the glass and fully outstretched Maxi Arce with that backhand return, low and slow with an angle there at the net. And what a great point, Maxi Arce. 15-all. We were saying 101, Jose Solano. The converse of that, of course, is Martin Abud, number 6 ranking. Still the number 1 player in Paraguay, number 6 on the world, on the A1 Padel Tour. Maxi Arce is pulling out all the stops. Change of direction, angle, reduction of pace. Watch here, there's no finish here from Abud, and boom, there's the gap. Arce sees it, just a flick of the wrist. And Martin Abud was going to get nowhere near that. Martin Abud, of course, this is his second final of his entire career. He was a winner in the Fabrice Pastor Cup in Monaco 2023 when he became the revelation of the year on the A1 Padel Global Tour. He was a mere 19-year-old back then. He was also the youngest player to miss out on the Grandmaster final of that year, missing out by just 1 point. He's only 22 years of age, but he has been featured in 5 main board semifinals: the Puebla Open, Asturias Open, the Sevilla Masters, the Catalunya Open, and now this Cordoba Open. He was in yesterday's semifinal, so he is in the final now, looking for his first tournament win, as is Jose Solano. The road ahead is still long for both these players. There's that change of direction once again from Arce, getting in behind Martin Abud, and the game goes on the board. 4-3, Arce Del Bianco. We're going to take a brief commercial break, gather our breath, get some refreshment. We'll see you right back.
saque con suficiencia.
Y el flaco me quedó bueno, ahí para la leche. Pero ahí no fue para la leche.
Los otros dos puntos, yo no logré dimensionar si el globo fue al ponerle al todo y Martín se cruzó, porque si es así, es que está descubriendo mucho acá el cruzado. Entonces,
Ya dos le entraron por la paralela. La
Capaz
última y la derecha.
pero yo digo con los globos, porque en los breakpoint, en el 30-40 y en el oro,
Big smiles there on the faces of Abud and Solano. Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco bouncing on their side of the court. They are fighting. They want this second set. There's the bajada from Maxi Arce, well executed, well defended. Jose Solano, the power from Abud for only the second or third time in the match. But great power it is. Arce anticipates out of court, but the ball stays in court. That is the defense. Jose Solano taking care of that Arce bajada. Not an easy task. You saw during the commercial break that A1 Paddle Clinics, and again in Sevilla, a world first for an international paddle tour to create an environment for both training and recovery, injury treatment for paddle players, the A1 Paddle Clinics. And great setup if you're in the area, or if you're going to be there sometime this year, pop in. You can get some more details also by visiting the a1paddleclinics.com website, and or get some news on the www.a1paddleglobal.com website, which is actually where you can get all news, all breaking news on the happenings and goings on of the A1 Paddle Global Tour. And one of those things that is going on is from the 21st to the 30th of March, 9 days, 10 days, in fact, of engaging and intense paddle playing. And why? It is the France Grandmasters, the A1 Paddle France Grandmaster, the first Grandmaster of the season, 21st to the 30th of March in Beau-Soleil in southern France, right next to Monaco. It's a tournament you don't want to miss. If you are traveling in Europe, make sure you visit live in person. If not, make sure that you log into your YouTube account. A1 Paddle is the channel, or follow us via one of our accredited media partners. Follow on social media as well for updates. That is on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, or LinkedIn. And you just look for A1 Paddle Official or A1 Paddle Global. And you can like, follow, subscribe, befriend, whatever is applicable to the various platforms. The score is 15-30. Maxi Arce has requested a video, what looks like a video review. Coach Gaston Alonso right there is in deep thought. There is no video review. I think it was just a query on the noise of the crowd. It is 15:30. Solano pierces the gap there between Del Bianco and Arce. Arce tempting Solano with that backspin. Those little lobs there off the backhand. And well anticipated there, Franco Del Bianco, as that ball comes off the glass. He moves forward and finishes into the back just behind Solano, trying to use the double wall. He gets the bounce, and Solano facing the wrong way. 15-40. The last time we were here, in fact the last two times, 15-40, there were 3 break opportunities for Arce Del Bianco. Abud and Solano were able to come back, force the golden point, and on each occasion hold their serve. Is there going to be a change? Is Arce and Del Bianco going to force a change to that status quo? Not off that one. Arce gets overexcited, Goes into the net, 30-40. Still 2 break opportunities. Are we to see a replay or are we to see a change? To be or not to be? That is the question, said Mr. William Shakespeare. Great defense there from from Franco Del Bianco. It is to be. It is an exact replay of the previous 2 times that there were 4 or 3 break points available to Arce and Del Bianco from 15-40 to a golden point situation. And it is the sudden death this time. Both the previous times it was Del Bianco who received. This time Maxi Arce is going to receive the golden point. The crowd is animated. There's a little side bet in the crowd as to who's going to win this point. Abud goes to Arce. Arce receives. Ball high into the air from Del Bianco, who slips and falls. Ball goes into the glass. Abud jumps into the air. It is an exact replica of the previous 2. So 3 times a lady. It happens that Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco go 15-40 up, and then Abud and Solano come back, force the golden point, and hold serve. 3 massive break opportunities missed here by Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco. The score is 4-all. Maxi Arce will serve to Jose Solano. How costly are these missed opportunities going to be? Bianco looking for the corner of Martin Abud. Goes again, 4th time in a row. Abud equal to the task. Comes the 5th one. This time the backhand changes direction. Solano wide awake. Bianco tries to force the gap through the middle. And that backhand, as Martin Abud moves forward, goes straight into the side fence. 15-love. Atmosphere is tense, it's palpable, not just with the crowd, but with the players. It is tight, it is very, very tight. The slightest mistake from either team could swing the pendulum of the match. This time, the swivel return there from Abud into the net, 30-love. We are into the 19th game of this match. We've had 1 break, which was what led to the victory in the first set by Abud and Solano. That is how tight, that is how tense this final is here of the A1 Padel Cordoba Open. The crowd going, the easiest of shots off the back foot for Franco Del Bianco. He does this every day, mistimes it. Hits it with the underside of the racket, goes straight into the net. Look at the reaction there from the crowd. Hands on heads, deep sighs. Maxi Arce pensive. It is 30-15. And there's Maxi Arce off the double wall with a little bit of spin. Takes the score to 40-15. Ball dying off that second wall fast. Bianco looks to bring Abud closer to the center. And Abud equal to the task. That backhand Previous one had gone into the side fence. This time he controls it well. Watch here. Boom, into the ground. And Franco Del Bianco out of position, swiveling in the wrong direction. Just can't get anywhere there. Swings wildly. Not good enough. 40-30. Arce to Abud. To the block hole it goes. And Franco Del Bianco goes with power, trying to finish the point. Clips the top of the net. Gaston Alonso is emotionless. He's also motionless. He can't believe what he just watched. Franco Del Bianco at a critical time, 40-30 up, makes a unforced error of the highest order. It is a golden point opportunity here. It is a potential break opportunity for Abud and Solano. The score is 4-all. This is the moment we spoke about that can tip the pendulum of this match either way. Arce will serve to Solano. Down the tee goes. Solano eye into the air. Goes the way of Del Bianco. He sends something with Del Bianco. And Arce goes into the net. It is pivotal. The pendulum has swung. The break is on. Only the second break of the match. And Martin Abud and Jose Solano will go into the benches 5-4 up in the second set after winning the first 5-4. And the confidence and advantage is firmly in their hands.
Nos ponemos con el saque de ellos 15-40 y a partir de ahí empezamos a hacer todo mal. Todo mal. Llegamos a 15-40 haciendo todo bien, pasamos de 15-40 al punto de perder el game, todo mal. ¿Está bien? Ahora yo necesito que esos puntos ya no los juego, decía antes, con lucha, pensando en el quiebre. Se juegan igual que todos los anteriores. Igual que todos los anteriores. Lo que nos da llegar a eso es todo lo que hicimos antes. ¿Está bien? Que ahí se desconecta, empieza en el quiebre. Estamos a 3 puntos sobrados, que ya tenemos 3 puntos de ventaja. ¡Pum! No, se nos van 3 puntos a la mierda así rápido. A la mierda rápido. Ahora, escúchenme, son 4 puntos en línea de defensa y 4 puntos en línea de ataque que van a jugarlos. No importa el score. Los van a jugar igual. Igual en ataque, igual en defensa. Vale lo mismo. Cada punto vale lo mismo. 0-30 vale lo mismo. 15-40 vale lo mismo. Punto 2 vale lo mismo. 30-40
Eso,
¿vale?
Llega. Mini esfuerzo de 10 minutitos. Alegría, confianza. Martincito, la picadura, ¿eh?
Tú por mí, yo por ti. Ahora,
Eso, por nosotros, por los tres. Vamos. Joselito, vamos, ¿eh?
Vamos a dejarnos los huevos, venga.
Importante, desde la primera, con alegría, con decisión, a ganarnos a nosotros. A verlas venir, ¿no?
Vamos muchachos, pongamos todo, demos todo.
Umpire Ezequiel Greco calls for time, players getting back on court, and there couldn't be a more distinct difference between those two benches. Coach Gaston Alonso clearly frustrated, reminding them about the 15-40 situation. Now they get to 15-40 and they let it go 3 times now. They've lost that opportunity. Telling them they must break now, that they've got to play 1 point at a time. Not sure if that is the right approach, to be reprimanding his players or to making them aware of the negativity thus far, especially when the advantage is firmly in the hand of the opponent. Zeus Sanchez telling his charges, go out there, play with a smile on your face, be happy of the position you're in, you deserve it, be confident, and the points will be yours. Really, really amazing job Coach Zeus Sanchez has done tactically, both in the quarterfinals, semifinals yesterday. We told you earlier what his approach was, how the tactics really worked out to dispatch the number 3 seeds. And again, now at the crucial point, he's giving his players confidence to go ahead and finish the job. Arce and Del Bianco do need the break. Are they going to get it? We'll soon find out. It is 15-love. Solano changes direction on that shot there to Arce. And Martin Abud goes for the power, trying to go at Franco Del Bianco. It's his turn to clip the top of the net. It is 15-all. Solano and Abud have the match and the tournament in their hands. You could say that they can smell, they can taste those winners' trophies, as well as the large portion of the $156,000 prize pool, not to mention the generous ranking points on offer. You're going to see a big climb from Jose Solano should they win this match. Next time we speak about him, we're certainly not going to be speaking about a ranking of 101. Martin Abud and Jose Solano switching back to original positions there. Del Bianco with a beautiful backhand lob, ball bouncing just before the end, and that return there from Martin Abud into the net. The pressure is on. The score is 15-30. Arsene Del Bianco have been in this position before. They have risen to the challenge before. It's not an impossible task. They'll believe that they can do it. They'll believe that they can break. Abud and Solano, what do you think out there as you edge to the edge of your seat as you watch this final, these last stages? Or are they going to be the last stages? Franco Del Bianco slips on that return as he changes direction. Martin Abud goes for power. Del Bianco is moving towards the center of the court. Had to make a U-turn. He slips, he falls, and the score is 30-all. See here, he's moving forward. The ball goes. There's the slip. The ball comes on his inside as he's moving towards the center. A quick step, and his feet just slip out from underneath him. Not the ideal thing to happen. Fortuitous for Solano and Abud, but they will not. They'll take that. You see Solano playing cross courts. He's not looking for anything fancy. They're just going through the motions. Looking for Arsene Del Bianco to make the errors. Just trying to be solid. There's the bajada straight down the middle, and that's the point in the bag for Jose Solano, and you can see he's getting the crowd animated. The underdogs are in town, and it is a game, set, and match opportunity here for Jose Solano. 40-30, 5-4 up in the second after having won the first by 6 games to 4. Are we going to see the end of this match? Or is there another twist in the tail? Jose Solano to Franco Del Bianco. Hold on to your seats. Solano left and right. Takes the pace off it. Abud steps up. And Franco Del Bianco is having none of that. He forces the gap on the left-hand side. He goes with power down the line and forces the golden point. Now, golden points are currently edging towards Abud and Solano. The score is 3-1 in golden points in this match. What are we going to see here? Are we going to see the game, set, and match? Or are we going to see yet another match? Solano to Franco Del Bianco. The first serve clips the top of the net. Jose Solano doesn't want that ball. He has another one in his pocket. Abud packs the other one away. Changes direction. Goes to the feet of Del Bianco. And Maxi Arce changes direction, goes into the net. It is game, set, and match for Martin Abud and Jose Solano. 6-4 and 6-4, or rather 4-6, 4-6. As Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco were the headliners. And once again, Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco are beaten finalists. Look at Zeus Sanchez. He is emotional, as he should be. He has coached these players incredibly. The tactics used in both the giant killing tasks in the quarterfinals and the semifinals were perfect. Textbook well executed by his charges, and they led to the victory. And once again, in the final, they've come to the fore, they've listened to their coach, they've adjusted their tactics, and they have taken this title of the Cordoba Open, the A1 Padel Cordoba Open. Look at that. Great bond there between player and coach. Zeus Sanchez wearing a old APT Padel Tour t-shirt that is a relic, a collector's item, and Zeus Sanchez did play on that tour. He was a professional player before he became a coach, and he'll be extremely excited with that outcome. See here the final stages. Solano takes the pace off that. Maxi Arce with a change of direction, looks to get in behind Martin Abud. The ball does not clear the net, and that is not what Maxi Arce was looking for. This is not a great idea, and Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco will be going back to the drawing board. 2 finals, and although this one was not a comeback by the opposition as dramatic as the one we saw in Tucumán just a week ago, Jose Solano and Martin Abud always in control. 2 breaks, 1 in each set. A very, very tight affair, but they have emerged victorious. Big smiles. Look at those smiles on Zeus Sanchez's face. He is so impressed with himself. There's the set summary. You can see how tight it was. Total points won. Actually, Arsene Del Bianco 33 to 29. But here is where the difference goes. 1 break point, 1 set point for Abud and Solano. And the very, very big one. 5 golden points to 1 in this set alone. And that is a very, very big decider. That actually the difference in the set. The match summary will come up pretty shortly on your screen. The combined of the 2 sets. And you can see there when it does come up again, the difference is going to be, or the tipping points are going to be, there we are. You can see the tipping points there are the 2 break points out of 5 won by Abud and Solano versus 0 out of 11. So they had 11 break points. Arce and Del Bianco not able to capitalize on any of them, and 7 golden points to 1. Really a very, very decisive factor that everything else pretty much on par. There we have it. Martin Abud and Jose Solano, their first ever title on the A1 Padel Global Tour. Jose Solano, a great introduction to the tour. Martin Abud, one of the great talents, young talents, and we're going to go to our court interviewer, Clara Navarro, who is with the winners.
Lo que acabáis de jugar, el torneo que habéis hecho, victoria ante la pareja 1, 2, 3. La verdad es que un título más que merecido.
Bueno, buenas a todos. La verdad que estamos muy felices. Primero quiero felicitar a Franco y Masi, porque aparte de lo que han demostrado durante todos estos años, lo acabo de tener más trato con ellos y son 2 personas increíbles con un respeto hacia nosotros tremendo y se lo agradezco mucho. Quiero agradecer a todos por haber animado cada punto de la forma de la que habéis hecho. Para mí esto nunca lo voy a olvidar. Y agradecer a mi familia que me sigue, sobre todo a mi padre que está detrás de mí desde pequeño, a mi novia, a todos mis amigos que me han apoyado y a Ceu, que es una grandísima persona y está con nosotros de corazón, a Fabri, a todo el equipo y la verdad que voy a seguir luchando por Martín, por mí, por todo. Muchas gracias.
Martín, primer título, lo llevamos diciendo durante estas 2 semanas de que es vuestro segundo torneo juntos, en el primero llegáis a cuartos, ahora título a casa.
Bueno, como dijo José, no sé ni qué decir, ¿verdad? Hola a todos, muchas gracias a todo el público presente. Esta semana fue increíble, la verdad que la pasé de 10, no solo por el torneo, sino es una hermosa ciudad. Agradecer a la organización, a Fabri por haberme llevado a Mónaco ese día y haberme dado la oportunidad de conocer a Zeus y de poder formarme, ¿verdad? Tengo pocas palabras, no sé ni qué decir, solo papá, mamá, somos campeones.
Pues yo ahora pido un grandísimo aplauso para los campeones y ahora en unos minutos vamos con la ceremonia de premios.
What beautiful words there from Martin Abud. Mom and Dad, I am a champion. And of course, what a champion he is. The first Paraguayan player to win a tournament on the A1 Padel Global Tour. And a big smile, as he said, not many words. What a souvenir that was, that gentleman catching that tournament ball there. And what a match we just witnessed. 6-4 and 6-4, Martin Abud and Jose Solano over Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco, who will be going back to the drawing board, having been finalists in the first two tournaments of 2005, Tucumán and Cordoba Opens. And they will be looking for solutions in the very next one. And the very next one, don't forget, 21st to the 30th of March, the A1 Padel France Grandmaster in Beau-Soleil in the south of France. The dignitaries and all the proceedings getting ready for our prize giving, and we'd be remiss to not thank the people necessary to make this happen without the support of the Villa Maria Sport and Tourism Authority, the Villa Maria Tourism Authority, Sempre Linda, always beautiful is Villa Maria, and the municipality of Villa Maria and the province of Cordoba. We may not be here. Our sponsors, of course, Stan Wawrinka Paddle Tech Courts, who provide beautiful red turf and courts right there. They are built, courts built for a new era of paddle. Coma Paddle, Adidas, All for Paddle, View, Travel World, Knox, and Lock. And of course, all our media partners out there. And last but not least, Monte Carlo International Sports, led by the founder of the A1 Padel Global Tour and its president, Mr. Fabrice Pastor, one of the preeminent influencers and investors in the world of paddle. How grateful we are to have you in our camp, Mr. Fabrice Pastor. We salute you. We are, everybody, on court, and we'll soon have our court announcer call on the dignitaries to do the prize giving. We will, of course, have Mr. Eduardo Acastello, the mayor of Villa Maria, Veronica Navarro, the legislator of Cordoba, Alejandro Mana, the president of the entity of tourism and sport, and also one of the joint promoters for this tournament, and Eduardo Piazza, who is the director of the tourism entity of sport. And he also a co-promoter of this tournament, the A1 Padel Cordoba Open.
Aquí en Villa María, aquí en este nuevo Salón de los Deportes, que se ha comportado de manera maravillosa a lo largo de toda la semana, que ha estado a la altura de un evento de esta envergadura. Señoras y señores, ya ha pasado la final, ya forma parte de la historia y ahora es el momento de premiar. Ceremonia de clausura y entrega de premios de este certamen que ya empieza a ser parte del pasado. Señoras y señores, se encuentran presentes con nosotros el intendente de la ciudad de Villa María, el señor Eduardo Luis Acastelo. El aplauso para él. La legisladora provincial, señora Verónica Navarro Alegre. El reconocimiento también para ella. El presidente del Ente de Deportes y Turismo, señor Alejandro José Mana. También se encuentra con nosotros en esta ceremonia de cierre el director del Ente de Deportes del municipio, el señor Eduardo Elvio Piazza. A todos ellos, muchas gracias. A continuación,
there we have Veronica Navarro, the lady, of course,
de la ciudad de Villa María,
Eduardo
el señor
Acastello, the mayor
Luis
of Villa Maria, the
Acastelo.
gentleman in the light brown jacket. They're moving up, and he will leave us with
Primero,
a few
un
words. And then the
agradecimiento
two
muy
gentlemen with the black
importante
t-shirts
como
are
ciudad de Villa
Alejandro
María
Mana and Eduardo Piazza,
a todo lo
director
que
and
es el
president
Circuito
of the
Internacional
Sports
A1 Padel,
and Tourism
que ha
Authority,
elegido esta ciudad
and also the local
y que nos ha
promoters of this tournament.
permitido estar en el mundo. Muchas gracias a todos los jugadores. Un aplauso para todos los jugadores que vinieron de distintos lugares
y que durante toda una semana estuvieron participando y siendo protagonistas. Un saludo muy especial al público. Nos decía recién la organización que están asombrados por la cantidad de público que ama el pádel aquí en Villa María, en Argentina. Así que este aplauso es para el público que participó de todas las jornadas. Y también para el ente de deporte y turismo y todo su equipo, junto a todos los chicos que trabajaron y que hicieron posible que, hablando hace un ratito con los organizadores, cuando le dijimos que queríamos formar parte ya del cronograma oficial internacional el año que viene, nos dijeron: Villa María va a estar dentro del cronograma internacional el año que viene. Y eso nos hace sentir muy orgullosos, porque participando junto a otras grandes ciudades como Sevilla, Barcelona, como Las Vegas, Villa María se suma desde la Argentina. Un agradecimiento a todos y un saludo muy especial a la pareja que hoy representaba a la Argentina. Muchas gracias por todo el esfuerzo que pusieron esta noche. Felicitaciones. Y muchas gracias a los campeones. Gracias por formar parte de esta hermosa experiencia de PAL Villa María. Felicitaciones por haber ganado este torneo. A todos, muchísimas gracias.
There were some good, important words there from the mayor of Villa Maria. And we're going to see now. We thank the players, the crowd, confirmed that A1 Padel will be coming to Villa Maria once more next year in 2026.
La niñez, la adolescencia,
and also thanking both the finalists who represented Argentina as well as the winners who provided such a great spectacle throughout the week.
Que fue asignada. Señoras y señores, el reconocimiento, el aplauso para los Ball Boys que han hecho un trabajo sensacional.
And there is our court announcer acknowledging the court marshals and the Ball Boys who have what a great accolade they deserve. They deserve a great hand of applause. These young boys, volunteers of course, and they deserve all the plaudits given to them. A lot of behind-the-scenes work by these young ladies and gentlemen. First prize to be given away, MVP.
Entrega el intendente municipal de Villa María, el señor Eduardo Luis Acastelo. Señoras y señores, premio MVP
handed over
del A1 Padel Cordoba Open
Eduardo Acastelo, the mayor of Villa Maria.
A Paraguay, señoras y señores, para el señor
and MVP is Martin Abud. Well deserved, Martin Abud. We mentioned earlier in the commentary that he certainly has been the player thus far that has shown
Eduardo Luis
Acastelo and
el intendente municipal de Villa María,
the MVP,
el primero de los
he carried
premios
that on throughout the final.
en esta fiesta
And this
del
is the most
deporte.
valued player, Martin Abud.
Ahí está
Certainly a well-deserved
al premio al
MVP
jugador más
for this
valioso
tournament.
del
You
campeonato.
saw how pleased Coach Zeus
Seguimos.
Sanchez was there when that was announced.
Finalistas, subcampeones del A1 Padel
Now,
Cordoba Open,
for the
aquí en Villa
finalists,
María, aquí
in
en
other
el nuevo
words, the
Salón de los
beaten
Deportes,
finalists,
van a
Maxi
entregar
Arce and
los
Franco Del
respectivos
Bianco.
premios. La legisladora provincial, señora Verónica Navarro Alegre, y el
To hand the
director del
prize
ente de
is
deportes,
Veronica
señor
Navarro,
Eduardo
the
Piazza.
legislator of
Ellos serán
the province of
los
Cordoba.
que entregarán el premio a los finalistas, a los subcampeones del certamen. Nos referimos ni más ni menos que a la pareja número uno del circuito,
Maxi
los
Arce and
señores
Franco Del Bianco.
Maxi Arce Sibo y Franco Del Bianco.
Here they are coming on court. There we see paddle enthusiasts of all ages, 3 generations on that screen right there.
De la legisladora
Franco Del
provincial,
Bianco
señora
and
Verónica
Maxi
Navarro
Arce.
Alegre, y el director
Twice beaten finalists so
del
far in
deporte, señor
2025, 2
Eduardo
tournaments,
Piazza.
twice beaten
Ahí
finalists.
está Maxi, ahí está
They'll be
Franco,
wanting to set this
y el
record straight.
aplauso que viene desde las gradas
And
Para
fortunately,
los
there's a
finalistas
break between now
de este
and
campeonato.
the France Grandmasters on the 21st and to the 30th of March. So they'll have plenty of time to train and reflect on the goings on
Ahí
of
están
their
los
game.
vicecampeones, los finalistas,
See there, the
posando para los
smiles not as
fotógrafos.
broad as they would have been
Señoras y
had they
señores,
won.
damas y caballeros, el momento
But
de
here are going to be
premiar
big
a
smiles
los
on your screen
campeones.
right now.
Entrega el intendente de Villa María, el señor Eduardo Acastelo. También entrega el presidente del ente de deportes y turismo, el señor Alejandro
presented
Mana.
by the president
Señoras y
and
señores,
the director
el
of
premio
the
para los
tourism entity
campeones,
for sport
para
of
los
Villa Maria,
señores
also the
José Solano
co-promoters
y
of this
Martín
tournament, Alejandro Manna and Eduardo Piazza, and they'll be handing out the prize to our winners. And those are none other than Martin Abud and Jose Solano.
Son los
You're going to see
campeones
those big
de
smiles.
este
The first
A1
Paraguayan
Padel
player
Cordoba
to win
Open.
a A1 Padel Global
Segunda
Tour
fecha del
tournament.
calendario anual.
And Jose Solano, of course, a native
Los
of
premios
Spain.
correspondientes. El señor Eduardo
And look at that,
Acastelo, el
those are
intendente de
broad,
Villa María.
beaming
El
smiles
presidente del
by
ente de
these two
deportes y
young
turismo,
gentlemen, their
señor
first
Alejandro
ever
Mana.
tournament
Y los
at
campeones,
the
ahí los
A1 Padel
tenemos.
Global
El
Tour tournaments.
aplauso que viene de los
And you
cuatro
can see there,
costados.
and a double
para
whammy
los
there for Martin
campeones de
Abud,
Villa
MVP.
María,
And the winner,
que
of
obviamente
course,
quedan en la
bagging
historia.
lots and lots of ranking
Los
points. We won't be talking
vicecampeones,
about ranking
los
101
que
anymore
nos
for Jose
regalaron 1
Solano.
hora
They are the
40
winners
del
and the
mejor
beaten
pádel del
finalists.
mundo.
And of course,
Señoras y
the
señores,
very biggest
le
chunk
vamos
of the
poniendo fin
$156,000
a
prize
nuestra
pool.
fiesta del deporte aquí en Villa María, aquí en este excelente nuevo Salón de los Deportes, en el
There
marco
is
del
a group
A1
photo
Padel
with all
Córdoba
the
Open,
dignitaries.
con el mejor
Some
pádel
gift packs
internacional.
as well for the
Señoras y
winners.
señores, ahí están todos los que forman parte de esta ceremonia.
And,
El
all
aplauso que
smiling
vuelve a
for
venir desde
the
las
photographer.
tribunas para los
Court announcer asking
protagonistas
for big
y las
applause for everyone.
autoridades. Señoras y señores, gracias Villa María, gracias Alejandro, Eduardo, Maxi, Fernando, gracias Fabriz Pastor, CEO de Monte Carlo International Sports y presidente de A1
As our
Padel,
court announcer
al querido
says his
Oscar
goodbyes,
Solé, al querido
we
Quique
are
Díaz
going
que está
to
con nosotros
take
una vez
over
más.
to some little highlights, and we're going to leave you with some images on your screen and what a tournament this has been. As I told you, 6th of March we started with the pre-qualifiers, 72 teams, then joined by another 24 of those were qualified, and then joined by another 25 players from the rankings, as well as 3 wildcards from the organizers. That gave us a total of 32 on the main board. That got whittled down from the 10th of March to today to the winning team of Martin Abud and Jose Solano. What a fantastic tournament here, the A1 Padel Global Tour Cordoba Open. We're going to leave you with these images, these highlights from this spectacular final. We bid you adios, ciao, tot ziens, auf Wiedersehen, gule gule, adieu, and goodbye and good night. A special thanks to our production team, our on-court presenter Clara Navarro, and our Spanish team led by David Pineros and the inimitable Oscar Sole. We thank the production team. We thank you, our viewer and listener, for keeping us company and for indulging my voices. I'm Paulo de Carmo, wishing you a good night and see you soon. France, Bel Soleil, A1 Padel France Masters, 21st to the 30th of March. We live, paddle,